Hello everyone, and welcome to a new Sunday livestream. How are you all doing? Guten Morgen, Kangi. And welcome. Got home from the store just in time. Oh, nice timing. Good evening, Birdie Brady and Ellen Lambo. Welcome. Hope you're excited for another amazing, never before stream that will absolutely blow your socks off. Unless you're not wearing socks then. Or shoes, I suppose. Shoes will keep the socks in place. Other than that, they'll blow your socks off. Well, maybe not. I don't know. I beat Amity Airfield on my first try this week using your tutorial. Well, congratulations. It's a difficult scenario. Not the most difficult in the game, in my opinion, but it's up there. Socks are in the dryer, all your socks. I got sunburned at my Six Flags trip yesterday. That's unfortunate. But I hope it isn't too bad. Thank you for the follow, Daniel Castle. My socks are blown already, all of them. Well, then you need new ones. Okay, so now what we're gonna do today is we're gonna start with finishing extreme heights. I thought it would be a one stream thing, but we're already on the third stream. So we're not making that fast progress. Well, we lost a lot of progress 4 days ago. Due to unforeseen circumstances. But we should be easily able to finish it today. And then we'll do something else. I haven't decided what yet. I'm rather pink, but I've definitely had worse. The worst sunburn I've ever had was when was 2007. So I was 10. And my entire shoulders were there was just skin everywhere. It's just, it was awful. Stardew Valley. Maybe, but I was thinking some different roller coaster tycoon. On Wednesday we'll play Stardew Valley. Or Thursday, depending on if I'm home on time on Wednesday, I don't know. Didn't get to catch the other stream. What makes this one so much more extreme? The fact that the wording is nicely. I started with extremely extreme height, and it was even extreme heights. And now it's extremist extreme. No, extremist extreme heights. It's just a nice tongue twister, and I like it. Technically, the number of guests increases, so you could call that more extreme. But, I don't know. First time catching a stream. Oh, welcome, Phantom. Yeah, I imagine there are a few new people, because I've gained a lot of subscribers recently. Like last week and a half, 2 weeks. So, if you're new, welcome. Hope you like this. I realized at the park yesterday that my ideal coaster intensity is probably 6 to 7. Then you probably wouldn't like any real wooden roller coaster. Most of them are above 7. My extreme, well, I like a lot of things. My extreme is probably between like 7 and 10. I don't know. I haven't tried. Let's see, where were we? I think this was the 20th. Yes, this was 4 days ago. Ah, yes. This is basically the part we built on the first stream. We built a long queue line, which gave us a lot of trouble. The park rating was basically 0. You can see the tail end of that when it went up again. But yeah, it was 0 for like a year. Because guests being stupid. Watch the VOD if you want to see it. It's on YouTube and still on Twitch as well. There's a lag spike. Always does that in bigger parks. Okay, so yesterday, 4 days ago, we built a couple of these coasters. We built this Giga Coaster, which goes quite fast. Big boy. It goes 251 kilometers an hour. Which is quite fast, but in the grand scheme of things, it's not that fast. Oh, thank you for the follow, Buddha. It's a little extreme, but, you know, they still want to ride it. Because the guests are masochists. We built some other nice rides, like this one. It's broken down, but it has a nice intensity rating of 9.6. Please tell me that long queue lines for a really bad ride. No, it's for the Giga Coaster. Which has a lot of intensity. And excitement. I mean, excitement. Yeah, 8.94. It's a really good ride. Throughput isn't all that great. Customers on ride 0. Okay, so there's 0 customers on the ride. This is actually funny. There's 0 customers on ride because there's one slow fella, this red one, who's been holding up all the guests, and they just haven't been able to get, like, there's a huge gap between this red fella and whoever was in front of him. So that was just a long gap where there were no guests to get on the ride, which is, I suppose, another thing you get with long queue lines. Like, there's another little gap here between 2 bits of guests, which is being closed actually. But yeah, that's the thing that can happen apparently. You see, like, you see a group here, you see a group there. It happens all the time. Drowned guest 666. Oh, thank you for the 6 months voor de 3. I ran out of bits, but I'm out of money in the account. Wish me luck changing careers. Changing careers. What are you gonna do? Let's see. Guest 666. I don't think we've gotten to that yet. But let's see. No, I don't think so. Ooh, close though. Few hundred more. Is there any other one you'd like me to drown? These slow guests really annoy me. Just drag them out of the queue line. Yeah, I can't be bothered with that. It's not a problem if your queue line has a normal length. Pick someone out of the queue line from hell. Alright, I'll pick a slow one. Like this red. There was a red fella here. Yeah, there you go. You are slow. And now you will be dead. Ha ha. Bye bye. From scientist to wealth management. My intuition says there's a lot of more money in wealth management. So good luck. Alright. Just need a few hundred more guests. We'll do that and then we'll move on to... I don't know, whatever else we'd like to do. Name a ride. Which ride would you like to name? You can't name this Giga Coaster or the red one. They've already been named. Like Big Boy and Crazy 8. Clara's Clorox Coaster. But which one? Or whichever I'm going to build next. Which one shall I build next though? Ooh, how about the swinging suspended coaster? I don't like it. I don't like the swinging sus, but we don't have it yet. So let's build one. The powered train. Do we have one? We don't have a mine train ride. So you can't do that. Too much nausea on the suspended coaster. I don't care for it either. Good to have variety. Yeah, basically for me, especially when I'm doing these streams, I try to build a variety of rides. Unless, obviously, that's impossible or the goal of the stream is to not do that. But usually I try to. And that's why I'm building this one right now. I don't really care about the nausea coaster. About the nausea stats. I just don't like the coaster. It's bulky, it's ugly, it's annoying to build. It's not a bad looking ride, but it doesn't feel good on what you get out of it. Well, I agree with you on the second thing, but I disagree on the first thing. It is a bad looking ride. The track isn't attractive, and the trains aren't either. So it's just bad all around, which is not nice. Let's see, how high can we go here? We come from 42 initially. So yeah, we should easily be able to make this 33. Now, the suspended swinging coaster is not meant to do this at all. It doesn't even have supports under steep bits, just like all the other inverted coaster types. But you can still do it, and I like treating this like it's a, I don't know, wooden coaster or whatever, even though you should use a lot of these kind of helixes and whatever, but that's not what I like to do with it. Unless I do it, and I often do it to the extreme, make like a 10-story tall super helix or whatever. Which, that'll shake you up good. Getting a lot of broken down rides. I do have staff. Maybe not for long though, considering the people that are in my chat, but we'll see who likes to spend 5,000 channel points on getting rid of it all. If no one does, I'll keep the staff. Okay, we need to get back to 36. Will we make that? You know what, I'll put a little chain lift in. Go to 37 and go down one. There we go. Someone wanted to spend it. Takes a while, because we have a lot. Freefall coaster 1 has broken down. We'll fix it. I don't think it can shoot out of the back. Like a reverse freefall coaster never have anything behind the station. But it can't randomly shoot out of the back because it breaks down. Which is fortunate, because otherwise that could... you wouldn't really be able to prevent that if it could. Because you can't build anything out back. So it would just randomly crash if that could happen. Which wouldn't really be conducive to a safe environment. Not that I really care about safe environments, but you know, the rare cases that I do. Hey, Crazy Cut Streams. Welcome. Alright, this seems like a great ride. Ah, there goes the crazy fast Giga Coaster. I love it. Safe in a Marcel park? Sometimes I build more serious like parks. Sometimes I don't. Sometimes I purposely make it unsafe. But that is a rarity, you know. Sometimes I just gotta get my fix of killing. Don't you have that? That sometimes you just need to get a little murder out of your system? Or is it just me? Well, I think we got a crash there. Why did that happen? Okay, so I didn't quite make it across that. Interesting. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to just do that. Make the chain lift taller. Yeah, just barely filled the last helix. Hang on. I think I did that. No. How did or did I just immediately go down? Because that doesn't connect now, does it? Maybe I went up one more. And then I did that. Yeah, that connects. Perfect. Do I have a mega wooden coaster yet? You don't have the wooden coaster in this scenario. So, obviously, no. Because we can't. How about white and dark red? Or maybe grey and dark red. Oh, that looks nice. Grey looks surprisingly good with brown. No wooden coaster. No. You don't have the mine train coaster, which we have built one of over here. It's not that big, but it's sizable. Hey, thank you for the 4 months, Abel Graham. I do appreciate that. You could cheat it in. Yeah, I could cheat a lot of things in. Again, me with the yellow trains. Let's not do yellow trains. I do yellow trains way too often. There we go, green trains. Much better. Needs a bit of blackness in it. That's too much black. Grayness. Brownness. Brown, no. Red. No, now it's Christmas. Dark brown. Oh, that looks nice. Okay, what are my stats? 696, 832, 877. Classic. The nausea rating is the highest of all. Okay, rock style. Grey is always looks good. It's like a metallic color. It's a nice teal look. It doesn't always look good. There are quite a few combinations where grey doesn't work for me. But in a lot of cases it also does work, which is nice. Okay, so what's our soft gas cap? Do I have that plug-in? Soft gas cap calculator. Tell me what it is, please. 3,400. Ooh, then we have quite a few more guests than the soft gas cap. Oh, but it might be lower now because a lot of rides are closed. Well, broken down. And I'm not sure if they still count if they're broken down. Welcome, Zerlik and Majid Tadeo. I usually color my cars the same as the track to follow the theme. A lot of the times that doesn't really... That makes it a little bit too monotonous in the colors, I think. Also, all these trains are not particularly useful. We have 4 massive trains, but the ride's 1 minute 40 long and not that popular. So, we don't need 4 trains, but it's nice to have them. Like, these red trains on the yellow and black track work very well, I think. Think you haven't named a ride for someone. I mean, they had a ride name, but they kept saying coasters that don't exist, so I haven't. Just make 2 huge trains or something. The maximum train length is 9, so that doesn't really work. It's been 5 minutes though, so I can rehire my staff. There we go. I need my 501 handyman. And a lot of mechanics. Why not security guards? 100 of them. And 211 entertainers. Okay, do we have a lot of vandalism? Let's see, highlight path issues. We don't seem to have any. Well, the bark rating just shot back up, or maybe it was never down. I don't know, let me check. It was never down. We are just that good. Bring some water. I will. Thank you for reminding me. Playing without monetary restrictions. Well, that's just the scenario. There we go. I told you. Soft gas cap is now 3,700 again. Because all the rides have been fixed. This proves, which I wasn't actually sure about, that broken down rides do not contribute to the soft gas cap. And presumably also not to the park value. 3,875. We're getting there. We're getting close to 4,500. How about we make a spine crusher? I think we have some nice space for that here. Need a little station. No, we don't need it. I need to go up the hill. We'll build a station there. And then we go up the hill. Oh, darn it. Okay, I need to move it over one. There we go. Now we'll do that and we'll go down. And you'll see in a second why I'm calling it the spine crusher. Did I call it that? Well, that's what I'm gonna call it now. There we go. Hey, thank you for the 9 months, Jimmy. Hi Marcel, hi chat. Hi Jimmy. Okay, we'll go all the way down. And bam. And then we'll go up again. Now you can really see why I'm calling it the spine crusher. Yeah, that's perfect. And then we'll just have a little bit of a straight bit, just to relax your spine. And so that you have a little bit of time to make peace with the fact that you're now dead. There we go, perfect, easy ride. We might get a stat penalty. No, we only need 1 drop, I believe. And it's surely tall enough. I'm pretty sure about that. Glad I have the stream to start on Monday. Oh, you're in like New Zealand or whatever. Or Australia. Do you suspect that the lateral G's in the small turns and tiny turns are inconsistent relative to the actual curvature of the turn? Maybe. Yeah, probably. They're consistent within the game, and I'm happy about that. Unlike the negative G's, which aren't consistent. Well, they're sort of consistent. Like, the same coaster always has them consistent, but it's possible to have a lower speed on the hill and get higher negative G's. Same with positive, by the way. Okay, 8.41 maximum positive vertical G's. And minus 5.22 negative vertical G's. Lols. Name the park. Volume VOS 10. Sure. Oof, ouch, owie. My spine has been obliterated. Better get a new one. I think this one will actually be too intense. I think I overdid it a little bit to keep it below 10. But that's fine. We don't need people to ride it. We just need it here to attract guests. Isn't that funny? You can make the most extreme ride possible with a billion intensity. And even though guests won't ride it, it will still attract more guests to your park. Somehow. And connect you. 11:13. And that's not as bad as I thought. We'll keep it. You sure it's only just spine being crushed? Well, actually, it's being crushed underground there, but it's being elongated again, uncrushed if you will, at this bit, where you have negative G, so everything is fine. Hey Max, how you doing? Geography question, is it going to be about Naples? Where you were, slash, maybe still are, I don't know. I'd pay just to look at the Death Coaster. That's fair. Okay, 4,025, that's pretty good. This park doesn't have many death coasters. This is the most intense coaster of them all. This is the only one with absolute extreme Gs. The other, like, I think there's another one with like 6 positive Gs, but that's fine. They'll just give you a bit of grey out, maybe a slight injury, but they won't kill you. Neither will this, by the way. 8 Gs is injury worthy, but it won't kill you. Unless maybe some extreme circumstances or whatever. The altitude of the Vesuvius. Well, luckily you got better weather than we did. We had mist, so we didn't even go up. I don't know actually. Probably like 1.5 kilometers. How many negative G's did it pull? About 5.5. Which is dangerous. Thank you for the follow. Lope Testa. Ground guest 1609. That's the only reason I know of that to be a significant number is because it's the amount of meters in a mile. It's also gone. But I'll rename a guest just for you. There you go, guest 160 drown. Where was my drowning lake? There's my drowning lake. Close, 1281 meters. Oh, that's pretty good. I consider that a win. I'm actually... Mountains and rivers are probably some of my weak points in geography. Like, I don't know a lot of the world's rivers. And same goes with mountains and, like, height of mountains and stuff. I know the basics, I know the height of Everest and whatever, but other than that, it's not great. Okay, let's see. What don't we has yet? Do we has yes, we do has this. It's called Gateway to Necromancy. We don't have a inverted impulse coaster yet. Finally called the best roller coaster creator online. I hope you mean roller coaster tycoon creator, because I don't create real life roller coasters. But thank you and welcome. I'm actually not going to build this here. You know what? We can actually. If we just make it a back and forth. And I'll make it a little bit different than usual. Just because I want to be fun. I can only be around for a bit. I mean, you are on holiday, so that makes total sense. Make a circular design. Nah, this is a fun design. It will probably rattle you around a bit. There we go. Lol. Side view of a lightning strike coaster. It kind of has the colors, doesn't it? Okay, faster! 104, that will probably crash it, but we'll see. Half the fun of the game is crash it, right? At least that's one of my sisters says about speed skating. She only likes to watch it for people falling. I mean, that can be absolutely spectacular. Like, I've seen people fall down in speed skating and then the other skaters have to jump over them while going like 55, 60 kilometers an hour. That's quite extreme. Hill Impulse looks too intense for me. I would probably like to go on it. I mean, the launch in Roller Coaster Tycoon is always a bit weird and it's way too sudden. I once calculated that you pull about 70 Gs on the fastest launches. Which is a lot. And quite deadly actually. See ya, Max. Thank you for the follow, by the way, Igimoto. This looks like an ECG when the patient is really sick. I don't know anything about ECGs, so... You're probably right. Vertical Gs. Ooh, they're a bit extreme, but that's fine. They can take it. They'll live. Probably, maybe. I like the nice... I hope it was going to be bigger. I like the nice symmetrical shapes. They look a bit like... tiny bit like a Batman logo in the middle, really. Vertical Gs. That's a boring line. Altitude. That's a fun one. The vertical Gs looks nice. Ooh, 4,000 guests. We have a soft gas cap of 4165. Just 335 more to go. Let's take it up with the Twister Coaster. Looks like a spooky ghost. Yeah, a little bit. Okay, let's build a Twister Coaster above all the other ones. No, I want to go the other way. Please, thank you very much. Ask a geography question. Alrighty. Yeah, the Twister Coaster is quite a good coaster type. And now let's do a large half loop. No, not a half loop, a quarter loop, please. Thank you. I like this element. Now, I thought that was going to be in the way, so let's do this. And that. Isn't that a cool element? Is there an RCT2 feature you wish? It doesn't make it. Yes. I can't really think about it at the moment, what it would be, but I know there's plenty of times that I wished a certain element existed when it didn't. Korea is separated from Japan by what strait? I thought it was all seas, but Strait of Japan. I mean, Korea is around, like, I think the Yellow Sea is between Korea and China. The Sea of Japan is, I think, between Japan and the mainland. I'm not sure. We should name that loop the P element. Kind of looks like a P, but it probably has a real name. But I'm not that well versed in roller coaster terminology, so I don't really know. You know what element I also really like? The top hat with turns. Which is this. I love that element. Looks fantastic. Sounds of Candy theme while roller coasters get 70 plus Gs around corners. Not around corners, only at launches. You can get 70 Gs in corners, but that's only if you use cheaterinos to go very fast. There's a popular PS game. I don't play PlayStation. I have no idea what game is popular in 2020. Fortnite. The Strait of Fortnite. That wasn't released in 2020, was it? No, it was also a PC game mostly, I think. I don't know what platforms Fortnite is on. Probably all of them. Honestly, yeah, about PlayStation games, Xbox games, I'm not into that scene at all, so I have no idea. Among Us was before 2020, right? I'm not sure. Oh no, wait, the big Among Us popular craze was in 2020. Which more elements from RCT3 could be reverse engineered into open RCT2? You have that really weird double loop thing. Oh yeah, you mean the figure 8 loop. Ooh, look at this. I accidentally got myself into an impossible element. Like, you can bank, but it doesn't... Like, the banked diagonal slope doesn't exist. I will give you the answer. It's called the Tsushima Strait. Well, that's definitely a Japanese name. I did not know that. Also, I've never heard of a game with that name. This is also a cool element. It's like an ellipse turn. Let's do another one. Oh, this looks nice, isn't it? You go up to ellipse turns and then you go down again. Which from this angle looks like that. You don't really see it going up or going down. It's a bit difficult to see, but it's there. I thought it was called the FIFA 21 straight. Nice. There's also probably like a Call of Duty game that released in 2020. The Call of Duty Infinity X, Modern Warfare 3 million, Black Ops 5006, War Infinity, Russia, America Infinity. I don't know, that's probably the name of the new Call of Duty. Right? How close was I? Okay, let's get back to the station. Call of Duty releases every year, but at least it's not as bad as FIFA. Literally the same game every time. I have played FIFA once. Well, I've played one FIFA game, but that was on the Game Boy Advance. It wasn't my favorite, but it was fun every now and then. So how long until we create a Mobius strip coaster? I mean, Mobius coaster already a thing, and I think I might have made a Mobius strip coaster at some point. No, it wasn't a Mobius strip, but it was... I have made coasters where there's like a train both above and below the track, which is basically just two different coasters zero clearance into each other. Like a suspended, like a inverted, compact inverted coaster and a looping coaster or whatever, something like that. Call of Roller Coaster. Tycoon War. They should have like a TV show, like Tycoon Nightmares, or Theme Park Nightmares, which is like kitchen nightmares but theme parks. Action Park would be the most popular episode. What do you think is the worst RCT entry? In terms of hype, probably World, because I got a lot of hype. Remember my brother excitedly telling me that Roller Coaster Tycoon 4, or which was going to be World, at least the next Roller Coaster Tycoon was coming. And that was delayed. And when it finally was released, it was absolutely dog shit. So that's probably, in terms of that, the worst. Truly the worst, though, might be Roller Coaster Tycoon Story, I think it's called. Where you just do a bunch of like bejeweled like puzzles, and that's it. Like there's no actual theme park gameplay, but for some reason it bears the Roller Coaster Tycoon name. It wasn't hyped up to be much, so it's not as much of a disappointment. Like you already know it's terrible, but it's still pretty terrible. Premiere episode of Tycoon Nightmares, Mr. Bones Wild Ride. Ooh, thank you for the 5 gifted subs, Jimmy. I do appreciate that. Jimmy Lily's wild ride. So many people were praising the RCT4 beta, then they screwed it up. Yeah, they're good at screwing things up at Atari. Screw Atari. Like, they've done some wonderful things in the past, made wonderful games, wonderful consoles, like the 1980s, like the Atari machines and stuff. But Rollercoaster Tycoon, they screwed up big time. Splash boats, make it epic. Good luck with that, that's not gonna happen. We don't have it. Is the series of theme park nightmares exists? Will you be Gordon Ramsay and swear? I will not be Gordon Ramsay, because I don't know how to run a theme park. That would be like someone who's good at a virtual cooking game being the host of Kitchen Nightmares. That doesn't really work. Yeah, RCT Classic is on the PC is a PC port of a mobile port of a PC game, which doesn't really work. Ah, okay, what would you like me to build next? Lock flume then. Was expecting that. Alright, let's see what we can do. Let's start right there. And we're already out of height. That's the annoying thing with the lock flume. It's max support height is like 0. Well, it's like 15 meters or 13 meters or whatever. Which is annoying when you're building in a hilly environment like this. Among those computer game systems, whose RCT version would you like to play the most and the least? Nokia, Engage, Game Boy, Sega, Normal, Tracy. I don't know what any of those are except the Game Boy. So, I don't know. Like, I have heard of Sega, but I don't know what a Sega Nomad is. I've heard of Atari, but I don't know what an Atari 5200 is. C64, I think that's... Yeah, Commodore 64. I still don't know what it is. I've heard of it. But I have no idea what it is. Some console, but... That's all I know. Nokia, yeah, I know what Nokia is. I have no idea what the Nokia N-Gage is. That's... Like, all those things I've heard of part of the name or the brand name or whatever, but I don't know what the things themselves are. Ah, hello Giga Coaster. Pretty sure most of those consoles didn't have RCT on them. Probably not. I know that RCT has been released for the Xbox. I have really a lot of trouble imagining how you would play a Rollercoaster Tycoon game without either a mouse or a touchscreen. Like, but I've heard people say that it's not that it's amazing, but it's at least decent. So I don't know. It is a customized map. It's Extreme Hills, which I repainted brown because it looks nice. Yeah, RCT1 was released on the original Xbox. Thank you for the follow, this test tag. This is gonna be a hell of a log flume. I think RCT could be played on the Commodore 64 computer. Not though, they probably could. Well, I don't know. Spoiler alert, it takes a long while to get used to the controller controls. Like several hours. That is quite a long time, yeah. Does this fit? This fits. Wonderful. I wish you could disable the lift hills on the log flumes. Well, if you're going up and your log flume has plenty of speed to make it without the rollers, then the rollers just have no effect. So it doesn't really matter. Same with any other lift hill, by the way. It doesn't, like, you have the noise if you go over a lift hill too fast, but it doesn't slow you down or speed you up. If you're going faster than the speed of lift, it just doesn't do anything. It's a bit annoying with the grey roller when there could be water. I don't think there is any log flume in the world. I could be wrong, but I don't think there is any log flume in the world that has an upward section without rollers. That just seems really weird to me. Drink some water. I will. Its throughput is probably horrendous on longer designs. Well, if you have 31 boat, then it's not really a problem. If you go to designs that are so long that 31 boat doesn't cut it, then yeah, that could be an issue. I think we need to go in between here. Oh, I'm already above it. If possible, max boats to 255. If I can do that now without cheats, I will. Otherwise, I won't. We'll see. Too high for support. Well, go away. Go away with your too high for supports. I'll make you too high for support. Whatever that means. I just realized water can't go uphill. Not with that attitude, it won't. Do you enjoy Kirby? Not sexually. I've never played any game with Kirby in it, so I don't know. I definitely remember going on the log flume with an uphill water section. I think it was Splash Mountain at Disneyland. Maybe it does, but it seems really weird to me. Then again, memories, especially of when you were young, can also be wrong. Like, there are people that have memories of all kind of things in Roller Coaster Tycoon that can't happen. So they're certainly wrong. The water slide verrukt. Well, that slide was a little bit dangerous, wasn't it? It killed a boy. I think it was like the steepest or fastest water slide in the world. Also the most dangerous. Splash Mountain doesn't have an uphill section. Gravity will always make the water go towards the earth. But if it goes fast enough on the track, it will go up for a little bit, obviously. Have you been to The Hague? Yes, many times. My brother lives there. And also I've been there for school once. Probably been there a few other times. Well, I've definitely been to The Hague more often than Rotterdam or Amsterdam. I think I might have only been in Rotterdam twice. Once in 2006 and once in 2018 or so. A few years ago with family. Oh, we're close to the station actually. I didn't even realize. Okay, so you know what I realized yesterday? I read it on Reddit and I never knew. There's a place in the Netherlands, and you spell it like this. And in case, for the non-Dutch people, the way you would pronounce that word is Gorinchem. It's a place somewhere, I believe, near Rotterdam. Like, near the Randstad at least. You pronounce it Gorinchem. That's at least what you would say. No, I found out yesterday it's pronounced Gorkum. Apparently. Which makes zero sense. Well, why is that pronounced Gorkum? There's an I in there. Like, that's not how Dutch works. But I've called it Gorinchem all my life. Not that I really talk with people about it. It's mostly, you know, me pronouncing it inside my head whenever I see it on signs in GeoGuessr. But still, it should be pronounced Gorinchem, not Gorkum. How are we, Marcel? I'm good, thank you, Team Killer. Are we sure that's Dutch? I'm pretty sure. Oh, we're here. Hell, no, we're not where I thought we were. I'm gonna make this a thoroughfare. Why? Because I wanna. Do that. And that. Now we ought to spell Borkum and Boringum. You're missing an N, but yeah. It's like if you spell like you could spell fish as goatee in English. Because you have the G from calf, the O from some word, and stuff like that. I forgot what exactly it was, but there's like a lot of, if you combine a lot of weird things in English, you could spell fish as goatee. Obviously you couldn't, but it's a nice joke at how weird English is. Oh yeah, women it's from. And then you have the sh in fish is from, then the TI is from nation. Which make the sh sound for some reason. And open. We have 32 boats. Let's do no minimum waiting time. I don't think this is enough, but I think this is the max without cheats now. So, yeah, it's gonna have a low throughput. It's gonna have a high excitement rating though. Because it's very long. Fish, not fish. You're forgotten a C. Not sure if you're talking to me, but... Oh, fish lives in the sea. Nice. Okay, we just need a few more rides. Do another auto drop, and then we get to 4,500 guests. How are you today? Well, I'm good, but on the other hand, also surprisingly tired. So yesterday I had a bachelor party. Not mine, obviously. But my stepbrother's. He's gonna get married. It's very nice. And it was a lot of fun. We went laser gaming at first, which was quite intense. And I think it was for all of us, at least for me, but I think for all of us the first time we'd ever laser gamed. We were with 8 of us. Then we played a couple of rounds of darts. And then we did an escape room in the old zoo in the city center of Emmen. Which was really fun. And especially the old zoo. I have a lot of nostalgic memories for that. I went there with my granddad a lot of times. Back when he was still alive. And I didn't know it would be there, so it was a nice surprise. And then we had a dinner and then we went home. I was home at like 10 PM and left like 12 PM. So it was about a 10-hour day, including travel. So it was quite nice. But for some reason, my feet hurt like hell. Much more than when I did like 7-kilometer hikes 3 days in a row last week. In Germany and France. Through the mountains. And I was also very tired. I was also sweaty from the laser gaming mostly, but I didn't have the energy to shower, so I just went to bed. Then I slept for 10 hours, for some reason. And then I was still extremely tired in the morning, just physically tired. Mentally I was fine, because I had slept long enough, but just physically tired. I don't know why. It wasn't that heavy of a day. Maybe the laser gaming with, you know, crouching and stuff was that tiring because I never do it. Like, I walk all the time, so hiking isn't that weird. But still, it's a bit weird. Thank you for the follow. Lightning tuned. Yeah, no sexy thing. Actually, I met some guys on the train station in Assen. And we were talking because the train was delayed and stuff. Eventually mine wasn't, but theirs was. And we were talking, and I mentioned I was coming from a bachelor party. It was 9:30, and they were like, "Wow, this is so early to be coming back from a bachelor party." And they also mentioned that they didn't remember how they got home their last bachelor party. They were clearly the guys who would go to, I don't know, a strip club and drink and, you know, get drunk, get pissed and whatever. That's, first of all, not a thing I like to do. But also, not, like, my stepbrother is into stuff like that even less than me. And I'm not into it at all. So, yeah, that was never gonna happen. Ooh, this is nice. One time I made a one-tile maze with an exit pool, and you can guess how it worked out. Did a lot of people die? But still sounds very fun. It was a... You know, you say still sounds very fun. The still in your sentence kind of makes it sound like it's not supposed to be fun if you don't drink and have a stripper at the bachelor party. Which, I know the stereotype of a bachelor party is, you know, their last free night and, you know, let's go all out and sexy stuff and whatever. But it's not, like, we just had a fun day out with the guys. And did, you know, it was just very nice. We did nothing weird. Just did some fun activities. Hey, Tetris Poland. And others. Welcome. How you doing? Never been to a bachelor party. This was my second one. The first one was a friend of mine that married. And that one was very similar. We went to an arcade. We had a nice dinner. It was also just fun activities. No drinking or very little drinking. So how you doing, Tetris? What were you playing? Tetris? Okay, can I actually connect this one back? I think if I go up here. Yeah, that'll work. Yeah, that was surprisingly easy. There we go. We are playing competitive Tetris. Was it a Polish stream? Like, in Polish? Because your name is also Polish. I'm not going to try to pronounce that, because that's a terrible idea. Also, we need to launch this faster. Standard Sumo 987. Ask your question. Now, it's fine, Jimmy Lily, because I was also talking about it, so it makes sense. But it's a bit weird, that stereotype of drinking and stuff, but a lot of people just don't like that. Polish stream will be commentated in English to make it more accommodating. Okay, so the streamer talks in Polish, but the chat was in English. Right? Or am I understanding it wrong? Oh, rain. We don't have that very often here. Ooh, orange and grey. Orange, grey and brown works really well together as some kind of industrial vibe. Where are diamonds found the most in the world? I believe South Africa. Maybe Botswana? I'm not sure. Even thunder. Yeah, I think I disabled the lightning effect though. Let's see, options. Yeah, the lightning effect is disabled. I did it a long time ago. Because some people found it annoying, which is fine. Brown main track, orange grills and grey support. It is similar, but a little bit of different ordering of colors. That looks nice. I appreciate lightning effects being disabled because I have migraines triggered by flash effects. Yeah, that kind of stuff is why I disabled it. What is the limb coaster based on that it got vertical pieces? I don't know. Probably some real life launched looping like coaster. By the way, we can check the stats of this thing. They're probably done now. Yeah, 7.51 excitement. And 7 minutes 40 seconds ride time. That's actually shorter than I expected. Let's wait for full load so that we never have empty boats. Because empty boats are really a waste of space here. And we have a lot of them here. Yeah, that's not a good idea. This is 2 with open Roller Coaster Tycoon 2. Which allows you to do a lot of fun things. Like make rides go faster than the speed of sound if you want to. Fun fact, if rides go faster than the speed of sound, once they break the barrier, they actually do a sonic boom. Now, how many of you believe that? Because it's not true. Make this the maximum circuit for a log flume. I don't think you can do more than 1 lap. Obviously, you can't if you have more than 1 train, boat, car, whatever. But I don't think it even can if you only have 1. We're getting very close now. What's our soft gas cap? 44.95. Oh, it even says 99%, which is how much it is of the gas cap that we need. I think we'll be able to get the extra 5 though, so let's wait for that. Thank you for the follow, Nambona. Maybe in the meantime we can decorate a little bit. With stuff. Like a dinosaur. Like there. That looks nice. Dinosaurs look good on dirt. Or how about if we do this? Now we'll make this 64. We'll have a few bones everywhere. Kind of treating them like trees. Oh. Ah, we do have bones here. Just not that many. You know what? I'm gonna place more of them, but in a different rotation. Like that. Then some more. And some more. There we go. Now it looks more natural. Au naturel. What should I be pricing bumper cars at? Whatever is the standard. Don't bother with it. Make your money from your coasters and your log flumes and stuff. From your tracked rides, basically. That's where the real money is. Okay, 40 more guests. We're almost there. Ah, maybe we should bump it over 4,500. Why not? Maybe we could build a few more stalls. We could probably use them anyway. How about toilets? We'll use toilets to get the soft gas cap up. I think I once tried to beat Forest Frontiers with only toilets, but I don't think I managed. Would have been a fun video though. Speaking of videos, the last one's doing unexpectedly well. The video where I teach you how to save space on exit paths. It was supposed to be a bit of a dud. That was just a little fun fact, but not all that interesting. But a lot of people seem to find it interesting. It's getting a lot of views. Drink some water. I will. Thank you very much. Oh, almost dropped the cap there. Soft gas cap increased to 45.25. Alrighty. It'll only be a matter of minutes until we finally pass this park. Well, unless people like that keep leaving. I don't like you, green shirt person. Please disappear into the void in a few seconds. Thank you very much. What do look at me, I'm rich do? What do you think it does? It allows you to spend a lot of channel points while getting some attention for it. 15 more guests. We're almost there. We're almost there. Ooh, it's going fast now. 45.50 of soft guest cap. 5 more, 4 more. They're all there. We're not going to pass this now, by the way. We've already filled it. I actually forgot for a bit, but we've already filled the scenario. Because the park rating was 0 for like a year. Which I couldn't really help. Wasn't really my fault. Well, technically it was, but... The problem was, I closed this Giga Coaster with a crazy long queue line, which was almost filled up. And when you close the ride, the guests first continue walking all the way to the entrance, and then they walk back through the queue line. But this queue line is so immensely long that all the guests got lost well before they reached the end of the front of the queue line. So I suddenly had like 2,000 lost guests in my park, which kills your rating. And it took them forever because they had no energy. It took them forever to find the exit. Finding it was easy, but to get to it was not easy because it took them a long time. So we filled the park, but hey, we won. Totes legit. Hey Cringe, what's up? Enter name. Yeah, you know what? I'm not gonna do that. I don't deserve it. But yeah, totally legitimately beat. No cheats at all. I don't think there's a cheat for failing a scenario. Huh, this thing isn't that popular. It's only on 120 per hour. I would expect it to be more popular. It's completely legit. You just did not kill enough guests to keep your PR up enough. If I killed them all, I probably would have made it, actually. Instead of letting them be lost. Which says a lot about how the game works. There aren't guests of your choice. 66666. Yeah, we'll probably be there now. They'll probably still be in the park. There you go. The Super Devil's number. We kept telling you to kill them. Well, I would have needed to kill them right at the start. And maybe it wouldn't have worked still. But it might have worked. So, like, if you're a week or 2 weeks late, then like, you only have 4 weeks. Super Devil, Super Jesus. Yeah. Okay, that's safe. Part 3. So what do you guys want to do now? Maybe play Forest Frontiers? Maybe do some more dangerously dense Diamond Heights? Some other fun thing in Roller Coaster Tycoon? What would you like to see? Yes. Yes is not a useful answer. Geogasser? We don't Cliffside. You mean Cliffside Castle? Fungus Boots, but with Steel Ride. We want dense forest frontiers. I've already done that. It's, I called it overcrowded forest frontiers. It's loud. There we go. Isn't that lovely? This park actually featured in this week's video. Namely, right here. This shot. Where you can see the entrance of the maze, the queue line going in front of the exit. That was in this park. Some of you may have recognized that anyway. A scenario that one of you created. I can look in the scenario showcase channel. See if there's any interesting ones. Or one of you could DM one to me if you have a good one. Oh, you mean you build it with the chat? Well, we don't have time to both build a scenario and play it. I could do a park with your suggestions. Yeah, there were also some shots of the new Super Dance Park. Hey Slime, how you doing? Thank you for the 10 months. Park with suggestions. Alright, let's do that. Let's take... I want something that's a little bit more exciting than a flat thing of nothingness. Let's take Six Flags Belgium as the base. Now we have something to work with. It's not great, all this empty path. Oh, by the way, before we start. You know Six Flags Belgium? There's this nice empty area right here. Oh, thank you for the gifted subs. One sub. Simpy Matt. I do appreciate that. There is this nice empty space here, which I very often use if I need to build some ride. You will recognize it in my maze overview. You can recognize it in many more videos. This bit. Wow, thank you for the 5 gifted subs, Slime. I appreciate that. And thank you for the sub, Andrew781. Okay, let's get back to this. And I'll start indeed with building a merry-go-round. I'll build it here, which I think might be the same position that the original, that the actual one is. I'm not sure though. But anyway, it's close enough. It would be very rude if you didn't appreciate it. Well, there are people that take it for granted, and I do too in some capacity, because that's just how people work. But, you know, I am thankful every time someone subscribes or donates or whatever's that supports me financially, and especially that costs them money. Okay, let's hire a few staffies. Rock style. I don't think that's gonna happen. Unless I start doing Cheaterino. Which I will. Why not? Let's have some fun, shall we? You go up, you. Ha 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 ha. All of them, 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 all of them. No littering, no nothing. Sunny all the time. Perfect park rating. Nah, let's not do that. Endless marketing campaign. No plant withering, water plants. Woo! Ooh, thank you for the 200 bits, Nova Jean. Now, let's do some permanent advertising. Oh, let's first build some stalls, actually. By the way, I won't be able to build everything you suggest, because if it takes me 10 minutes to build something, there'll probably be 10 more suggestions by the time I'm finished. So that's just not gonna happen. And an info kiosk here. It's the perfect spot. There's probably an info kiosk there in the real version as well. Okay, time for a lot of advertisements. Alright, see ya, Jimmy. More of this. There we go. Not enough cash? What do you mean? Thank you for the sub, AKW642. An elevator with the exit at the top that makes the guests fall into the water. Alrighty. Do we have the elevator? Yes. That makes it easy for me. I'll build it right there. Actually, I think we have. I think that's a good spot. Whoa! Thank you for 5 gifted subs as well. AKW642. Thank you very much. Can you show what coasters you have? I have every coaster available in the game. I mean, I don't, but you know, cheats. There we go. And there's a queue line. Let's kill some guests. Alright, let's get rid of this ghastly green. Let's make it grey. That's, well, I suppose black is technically very dark grey. Yeah, that works. Name the park. Alright. APVC, air-powered vertical coaster. I can do that. We definitely don't have it though. Okay, custom, not available, and then non-selected only. Oh, hang on, we can do this faster. Whee! 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 Now it stalls. Whee! There we go. Everything. Oh, thank you for the gift. It's up. Slime. Okay, what was the park name? The Efteling. Ah, nice name. The, oh, caps lock. The Efteling. And what was the name of your choice? Name the elevator, drink some water. Oh, they're not drowning. That's a problem. I can fix that though. Now they'll drown. Perfect. And I'll name it drink some water. Drink some water. Thank you for another gift. It's up, AKW. I keep saying AK, but it's AK. Drown dead guest. Drown dead guest. I will. Ah, wonderful. The sound of cute guests drowning in the morning. Right next to where our little sponge lives. I'll build an air-powered vertical coaster. I'm gonna warn you, it's gonna be dangereux. Okay. And then we'll go. Yeah, who needs banking? So we do need a little bit more of that. Bam! You know what, let's go up a lot. I just saw a sunset behind a tulip field on another stream, but these drowning guests is the most beautiful things I've ever seen. I agree. You have to update the title and the text. Oh, that's a good point. Well, the text can just go. And I'll change the title. Building a park without suggestions. There you go. Thank you for reminding me. And slope to level. Do we have a photo section? We do. Hang on. Booster? Since when does this thing have boosters? Didn't know that. We don't need it though. I'll show you why we don't need it. This is why we don't need it. Hang on. I want the longer train as well. Not that long. Or not that many. Perfect! Set the photo price to maximum price. That's useless. No one will buy it. I mean, the maximum price that they'll buy it is like $3. Will everyone will buy it. You don't get channel points if you have the stream open in a small window on your phone. This app has to be open. Oh, I didn't know. I think it's because of the cheat. I mean, did I got a lot of these? Yeah, that was because of the cheat. Thank you for the follow, Phosphate EP. This is totally not dangerous at all. It's only got 47 intensity. It's nothing, I tell you. Nothing. It's only got a drop height of 166 meters. The guests will drown it, ride it, I promise you. I love it. Let's get rid of the tall grass. Like, even at the top, it's still going very fast. Like, it'll come by in a minute. Come on. Come on. Where is it? Where is it? It's not broken down, is it? Oh! It went too fast. Now it's doing this. It's doing the arriving at station thing while going at station speed, whether it's going up or down. This is what happens if a ride goes too fast and overshoots the station brakes. Yes, station brakes are not infinitely strong. They actually have a limit, and if you go too fast, you overshoot them, and, well, the game's not really prepared for that. But you can actually overshoot them without cheats. I have done that. Yeah, a lot more brakes. I will make the station longer. There we go. Also make the train longer then, because they all go even faster. Thank you for the follow, Tiolev. There we go. It went 900 kilometers an hour. Perfect. Not extreme at all. Also, the lift is quite popular for some reason. Do a holding brake in front of the station. That was told with 100%. I know. I made a video about that. But, yeah, we don't need to. The station is, well, not long enough apparently. Well, then they'll just do that every now and then. It's fine. Time for a super blender. I don't really know what you mean by a super blender, but I can try something that's close to a super blender. Like, oh, I have a cheat on I should not have on. Allow building track at invalid heights. That means, like, you know how you have these wall pieces that are like a half a unit tall? If you have allow building track at invalid heights, you can actually build your track at those in-between heights. So you can have it like that and that one, like like half a unit. The problem is, if you build a track at half a unit height, then you can never connect it to the part of your park that's at a whole unit height. Because paths can't go down by up or down by only half a unit. So either your entire park needs to be half a unit on the half unit tile, or you just have a part of your park that can never be accessed. Why would you want to do that? Building on half unit height is really useful for track architecture and the like. I mean, this can be our super blender. If we go fast enough here, this will definitely blend you good. There we go. Bigger coaster type for me to build. Okay. We have all coaster types available. That's the beauty of using cheats. Oh, we're not aligned. I didn't notice. That will crash. There we go, mucho better. Okay, time for a very long train. Now, the game currently can't handle 200 car long trains or 250. It will crash. So I wonder if it can handle 150. World Park with suggestions. April 2022. Let's see. Okay, it can handle 150. Oh yeah, now we need to do launched mode. Hybrid, please. Alright, I'll build a hybrid. Hybrid. There you go, we've built a hybrid. Ooh, this looks not pleasant. Let's see. We need to go powered launch. And we'll go fast again, because I like going fast. And we'll go 255 laps. Oh yeah. We can also... can also do... this. Now it's invisible. I'll build a different hybrid though. This is not really building a hybrid. Or have only that visible. Or have it a hard line. I like it as a hard line. Yeah, the New Year's video. This is how I made fireworks. This is gonna take a while. It's gonna do 200, well, a lot more than 200 laps probably, because this arriving at station thing again. I'll explain it more in Thursday's video. It's all about speed. Oh, drink some water. Slime told me to do a lift. Alright. Is the hybrid coaster an open RCT2 coaster? Yes. Yes, it is. Would any of you ride an invisible roller coaster? No, I wouldn't. Alright, let's build an actual hybrid coaster. Start from this. On this height. Let's make it into a proper hybrid. There we go. Okay, not these colors. Actually, does it have a normal booster? Yes, it does. And then we'll go up. Okay, now I can do that. And pink. And yellow. Always the yellow. What's it with me and yellow trains? They look good though. I would not ride any coaster voluntarily. I would. I have. But yeah, there are probably plenty of people in here who hate roller coasters but like this. I mean, there are people who watch my videos purely because of the craziness, not necessarily because they like Roller Coaster Tycoon. Too high for supports? What does that mean? This is totally what you had in mind, right? Now, you know what? Let's actually do this sort of properly. How fast does it go here? 123. Okay, that's not that fast. Why not orange? Because I like the pink. I don't know. If we want to see some crazy support, we can make it do a twist. Like, look at those supports. This is a better angle. Actually, it's not. Is this a better angle? Sort of. The supports are crazy on this coaster when you're going straight down. The path is in the way. Go away, path! This, you know what, I need to go underground. Perfect! Go away, path. And I need to change the ground. Hang on, where are we? There. Oh, it's... Alright, you know what? I can't see it. Oh, it's the stupid water that's in the way. I don't like water. There we go, much better. Actually, why not? Launch lift hill! Ha 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 ha! Even faster! 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 I forgot the rest of the lyrics. Oh, I hear a serious laughter. That's a nice song. Lol. This thing goes right through the supports. Okay, I'm not going to make it go all the way this way, because that'll obscure the view of the park with all those big supports. I think this is good enough. Oh, we actually do have those pieces. That's nice. I would like an inversion. Let's go up a bit. A little bit. Does it make that? I think it does. It's actually quite a nice speed at the top. What do we call this element? The extreme top hat? I like it. Okay, let's do a little bit of breakage. I think we need quite a few. And then that. We're still going more than 100 kilometers an hour here, but that's not that fast. Oh, I accidentally gave it like 12 trains. Let's test it with one train. There we go. Went away for a bit. What the heck? Yeah, well, this is what happens in my parks. If you go away, I will kill people. Alright, let's actually just follow it. It's going to go fast. Like more than 200 kilometers an hour. 220. The extremely tall top hat. Like, it seems to be going slow now, but it's still 110 kilometers an hour. But compared to the 220 we were doing earlier, it's nothing. Let's go to 2 trains. I love the constant sounds of guests perishing in the deep waters of unsurvivableness. And you go away. Drown a guest. Drown that panda. Okay. Bye-bye. Look at the little panda dying. I love it when pandas die. This is starting to look like a Vine Sauce stream. I've never watched that video, but... well, not entirely anyway. But I watched the start. And it's pretty chaotic. Oh, almost 12 intensity. Some guests would actually still ride this without the cheat. So, it's fine. It's only 39 seconds long for 1.5 kilometers. It's almost a mile. The biggest CCQL. I mean, I had a massive CCQL in the last park. In the extreme heights thing. We've already killed 360 guests with this ride. We're on a roll. Like, we have a lot of problems getting more guests in the park because they keep dying when they're trying to drink some water. Did you manage to fill that queue? Almost. I did manage to fill a 13,000 peep queue. Oh, I never opened this. Let's open it. Oh, it's not finished testing yet. Well, at some point it'll finish. Eventually, maybe. Cheat the park rating in. I don't need to. I have constant ads. I could though. Perfect park rating, even though everyone keeps dying all the time. What can you do to a coaster to make it have the most nausea rating with minimal intensity? A lot of turns. Like, build many turns and helixes. Like, a lot. And then build some more. That'll give you nausea. Oh, and pick the multidimensional or suspended swinging coaster. I opened the stream and the first thing I heard was we already killed these guests with this ride. Why isn't that perfect? Make a cursed flat ride. Ooh, you can do fun things with the space rings. Okay, let's these. Let's just get rid of all these things because they're annoying. There we go. They won't be annoying anymore. Okay. Do that and that. Guests won't die on this ride. It'll be a little bit of a weird ride, but you know, they'll live. This time. Okay, what if we do downward launch mode? I want to know what happens. This 255 rounds coaster reminds me of the 255 rounds Ferris wheel a while back in one of your early build your suggestions, Park. Yeah, it probably took forever to finish as well. You switched up the exit and the entrance. The exit needed to be in front of the water. Not here. Not everything kills... Okay, it just crashed. Okay. I didn't really expect that. That's... And now the game crashed. How did that happen? Well, that's what we got autosave for. That's the wrong autosave. There we go. New file. Alright. Oh, no, that's the autosave name. Save it as this one. I don't know if it was the space rings that killed it, though. Maybe it was something else. But let's try... Berserk mode's probably always a good one. Or how about forward rotation? What does that do? I'm hoping to get some interesting glitched animations. Well, they seem to be stuck. There's not really any glitched animations, but it's definitely not normal behavior. Oh yeah, you can set it to 3 rings instead of 4, which does look good. Oh, they're... Okay, this is boring. Because even though they're... like, not doing too many crazy things. It's not standard, but they're not doing too many crazy things. How about unlimited rides per mission? No, but there are some interesting ones. How about Haunted Heights mode? What will that do? We could try Berserker Intense mode. That will do nice things. What happens if you do multiple trains on the space rings? Ooh, interesting. Can you do that? No, you can't. Unfortunately, you can't. Oh, ooh. What's this? 40 rings. In Haunted Heights mode. I wonder what that's gonna look like. I think we need more guests. That'll give us some. Ah, love the sound of money in the morning. We're rich, baby. 5,000 more guests. Love it. We suddenly made 154,000 from the entrance. And now this thing is getting a whole lot of guests per hour. 10,944 guests per hour. Did you unforce the park rating? I think it might not have been saved. Oh, we... we just beaten the scenario. Lol. Nice. Let's save it for that. So 14,000 guests per hour. Hang on. Are they just... they're just disappearing. How many guests are on this ride? 14 people, but they're all invisible. Okay. Do you hear the sound? The scream of the haunted house. That's interesting. Okay, let's now do one that I know will give weird results. Let's go for... oh, we can also do this. A maze ride and berserk mode. At least I'm pretty positive it'll give weird results. Let's see what that does. Ah, seems to be quite normal actually. Ooh, hang on. Why can't we do... Cody got one with trains. Cody managed to do like trains on here. I don't know how he did that. If we change this to a monorail or a railway. Well, that doesn't really do a lot. Okay, let's go back to 40. I think that probably looks the best. Or, well, 3. Did I say 40? I meant 4. Now let's go back to... what was it? Space rings. Where is it? There it is. And normal rings. Because I wanted to look funny, but I'm not really finding any. I have done this in the last one, where I had funny space rings. Yeah, intense mode's from top spin, so is berserk mode. But like last time I found one that did a lot of interesting glitches and stuff. But this one seems to also be quite normal. Yeah, this seems to be just normal behavior. Alright, we'll continue experimenting. How about film Avenging Aviators? Which is from the... What's it called? Simulator, motion simulator. Type in the stream's name, suggestions. Really, can I not type? Ah, suggestions. Thank you. Oh, they're definitely going very fast now. Look at that. That is probably quite nauseating. That's good. What is this from? It's a film. Why does that film give it? It's like the movements of the motion simulator or something. Let's see what we get if we do a motion simulator with that kind of stuff. With like some other. Okay. Bye bye tree. What happens if we do motion simulator with weird stuff? Like Space Rings mode. Okay, it's definitely glitching a bit. But it's not too weird. Let's try Berserk mode or Intense mode, which are... No, Berserk's just increased Intense mode. That will often do interesting stuff. It's not glitching though. Thank you for the follow. Just a lonely guy 84 and Charcoal Cheetah. Air launch motion simulator. Oh, hang on, that was glitchy. I like that. Rock style. Oh yeah, I was gonna make the merry-go-round do different music. Okay, so change it to a boat hire. Make it do fanfare, and then change it back to a merry-go-round. And then control failure. That's the best. The thing is still not done testing, I think. No. It's an eternal testing. This is lovely, this music. Yeah, they're always walking along certain lines. There actually was someone who worked on, like years ago, someone who worked on a mod where, a fork of OpenRCT2, which would allow guests to use the entire path. I think it was Duncan's Pumpkin, but that hasn't been in development for years now. Oh, it's been fixed. Oh, we have a mechanic, that's right. Let's get rid of our staff. We don't need him anyway. Because our guests are forced to be happy. Rides can't break down unless I want them to. And we have littering and puking out. Well, disabled. So you will have a control failure. Okay, what ride shall I build next? What's the intensity on this, by the way? 53. That's not high at all. I love a top speed of 922. Oh yeah, the constant messages of guests drowning are truly music to my ears, at least. Log flume. Oh, you can do a lot of fun things with the log flume. One specific element, actually. There's the turntable element, which is interesting. So if we make it, I don't know, go up. Okay. You know what? These trees are in my way. Not anymore. Okay, so we're gonna do this. Reverse the turntable. Hey, thank you for the 9 months. Hammy2211. Yeah, we zooming. Okay, and then I think we'll have another reverse turntable. And then another one. 3 of them in total. What happens if a different train goes through the turntable? That's what we're gonna take a look at now. Okay, first just that. And then we'll do my god, we have a lot of. Let's start. Oh, I know an interesting one. Twister trains. Alright, no, not 0 cars per train. Start with 5 boats, 6 cars per train. This is totally normal, right? Oh, it doesn't work. Because the cars are not self-powered. Okay, that one doesn't work. I now want it definitely weird. Steam trains is fun. Ah, look at that. I bet you didn't expect that to happen. It works a little bit weirdly. Oh yeah, we have a lot of locomotives in the station now. They're all engine cars. They change, yeah, but they only change you to only change you to engine cars. They don't change back, I believe, which is a bit weird. Yeah, I remember that one. This is one of my favorites to do. I love this. And the best part is, at some point, I think something else will happen. Although I'm not entirely sure. But let's see. I mean, this just looks ridiculous anyway. Oh, it's going too fast for this. Although, not for the last bit. Yeah, look at the effect. There's now a slight gap between the first one and the ones after that. And that gap will only increase over time. This is one of those parks where someone died under very mysterious circumstances. So they had to shut it down, and now 10 years later a couple of teenagers broke into and smoked weed. Yeah, basically. I mean, this is hilarious. There's so much smoke. Like, you'll just die from lung cancer immediately when you go to this area of the park. Speaking of it, welcome guests. Yeah, we have 14,000 guests now. I think that's enough for a while. We made 400,000 from the entrance there. And this guy has 48,000 guests per hour. Which is basically nothing, right? Ah, great, this park. There are guests everywhere. Well, not quite everywhere, actually. I think we need a maze that goes into the void. Yeah, we might need one. Let's build it here. That one can go. And we'll do that. And that. And there we go. That's finished. We'll allow as many guests as we can. Any more than like 40 is useless. Because more guests can't walk through the entrance. There we go. They're all going to die. That's actually quite a lot of guests that are immediately going into it. Do you mind showing your park for a minute? Sure. The park is totally not weird or anything. We have a very tall top hat. Ooh, and a nice dead end. And whatever this is. Yeah, completely normal park, as always. As always. Ah yes, this gap is still ever increasing. That makes no sense at all. Eventually, there will be not enough space for all the trains. I wonder what will happen then. Will it just become to a... Will it just come to a forever gridlock standstill? I think that's what eventually will happen. Yeah, the guest count is plummeting, but that's also because they're just leaving the park in droves. I mean, I love this graph. I can make the guest count go up again. There we go. I just spawned in a few. This is like 10,000 guests or so. No, they're not there yet. Why are they already paying? There was another bunch of guests that was. Okay, so now we have 23,000 guests. And this guy is more popular than ever. At 69,444 guests per hour. Oh, now 75,000. It's only going up. It might even reach 100,000. Maybe. This toilet is not very popular because people are not needing to go to the toilet. Wait, never mind. They do! They're all going into the toilet. What was the max number again? 60k. Per hour, you can... I've gotten 4 million. Oh, you mean guests? That's about 65k. How many people can go into a toilet? Infinity. It's like a black hole. Just listen to it. I love it. $65,000 people per hour in a toilet. That's like 20 people every second. Can you make a coaster with 2 stations that stops at Toilet Island? We already did that like 3 years ago. But then it won't be as popular as this one. This is 105,000 per hour. I love the flushing sound. The guests are already leaving though, which is unfortunate. We could go to even more guests. It's a bit laggy. Energy, all max, hunger minimum, toilet minimum, thirst minimum, nausea minimum. That sound though. Toilet max, make them all go to the toilet. Yeah, the music is still fine. Okay, we're at 27,000 guests now. I think we still need the second batch of guests to come in. Yeah, there they come. I think I saw them coming. Yes. I love the chunky, the stoppy, the stoppy sound, like the, what's it called? Like the on and off sound of the money coming in. These are at 87,025. Choppy, that's what it's called. We're at 38,000 guests. It's not much at all. It's not laggy at all. I mean, oh, look at this nice graphical glitch of the train. It doesn't fully render it. The lag is wonderful. Call the toilet black hole. That's a good one. Oh my god, now it needs to render that. There. Let's go back to that. There we go. Black hole. That's a good name. Is this thing done testing, by the way? Nope, still not. Takes a while. Why is everyone leaving? Well, I want them to leave at this point, because they're kind of annoying with the lag they cause. Also, they need to go to the toilet again. We will reach 1 million per hour eventually. We're at 400,000 at the moment. Change the water to poop brown. No, I will not. Even though I do have a color palette for exactly that. At least they walk. And look at them, all holding their crutches. Love it. 581,000. Oops, everyone just went to the toilet. Needs to go again. They're very tired, so they walk slow. No, the faster they walk, the better. Balloons. Ooh, I do like me some balloons. Let's do a balloon stop. There we go. No one's buying them. I don't know what the exact conditions are. I found the code a bit hard to read on that, but it seems that they need to at least have written their right before they buy it. Or something like that. Because they are ultimately happy, because I used a cheat for that. You can't trap guests in a toilet, unfortunately. Like, they'll go out of it, whatever is in front of it. Call the info kiosk Marcel Vos because of the popularity. If only I was able to get, let's see, 269,000 views per hour. That would make me, oh, make me rich. Because currently I'm doing very well on the channel and we're at about 2,500 views per hour on average. A little bit lower, a little bit higher depending on the day. This would be 100 times as much. That would make me more than 10,000 bucks in a day. Everything else if everything else was the same. Honestly, I'm very lucky that my niche is about as profitable as you can get, unless you're in like finances. Like, if you make videos that are like 10 things that happened at your primary school or whatever, you know, focused towards kids and being like sort of low effort content, then you make maybe like 5 times less per view than I do. Maybe even less. Toilets didn't get renamed. Wait, they didn't? That's weird. Black hole. Okay, the lag is a bit less because they're more spread out now, I think. How many guests are we on per hour? 865,000. We need more. Toilet! Suddenly they're all holding their crotches again. How inappropriate. Max happiness, max energy. They all need to pee, but they're very happy about it. It's very blissful. Marcel, you're sadistic. I know. Sadistic is my middle name. Marcel Sadistic Vos. I want to reach that million. But I also kind of don't want to look at that, because then we have more lag. I mean, you can notice the extra lag. They're all leaving. I won't stand for that. More guests. There they come. More guests. Even more. And you all need to pee. Oh, I love this. How many guests does this thing per hour have? That wasn't English good. 500,000. The toilet is almost at 1 million. If you get a better computer, it can't even handle this game from 1999. I know, right? We have almost 40,000 guests. We have 40,000 guests now. That's a lot. And you all need to pee. This is not good for my computer. Yeah, single digit FPS. Yeah, we have 43,000 guests. Let's go to another area so we don't have to render this. But this is not even single digits. This is like 1 FPS, maybe like half an FPS. Okay, that's much better. This feels smooth now. Weirdly enough. Yeah, I had seconds per frame instead of frames per second for a bit. Look at this gap though. It's increased a lot. This gap is already like almost an entire small turn. Eventually it will increase to so much that, like, look at this gap. It's the same, I think it's the same gap. Eventually there won't be enough space for all the trains on the track. And I really wonder what will happen then. Okay, 943,000 per hour on Black Hole. Will we reach the million though? You all need to pee again, by the way. And you're all happy and energetic. You're not hungry, you're not thirsty, you're not nauseous. You have a lot of nausea tolerance and you need to pee. A lot. More guests. You all need to pee. More guests. Yeah, guests are leaving. But I'll just spawn in new ones. I want to get to the million. Max. P. Guests. P. Guests. P. Guests. P. Guests. P. This is the perfect live stream. Just me talking about P and guests. I can hear your computer begging you to stop there. I mean, the computer is doing much more intense work when it renders video, so computer's fine. Do you have TTS bit alerts? I do not. Maybe I should get them at some point. Oh, we have 51,000 guests. 53,000 guests. 54. 55. 56. 57. 58. We'll reach 60,000. Drink some water. I will. We have 60,000 guests. 61,000. I might just max out the sprite limit at this point. Yeah, the guests should all keep peeing on each other in the toilets. And there are cameras there. I think I've maxed out the sprite limit. Yeah, I've reached the sprite limit. Drown a guest of your choice. A guest with a white balloon. It has sold 3. Oh, hang on. There was one here. Ooh, smooth as a baby's bottom. This guy has a white balloon. No, he's a dead guy. What happens if the land behind the maze is a water block? If it's just water, they'll probably drown. Okay, how much seconds per frame will we need when we go to this place? That's a lot of seconds per frame. Let's go back. Bad idea. Shit. Return. Go back. Go back. I'm using the arrow keys to move. That's the only way I can really move around now. Much better. Give them all balloons. Hell yeah, disco. I'll make a disco. First though, actually, I do need to keep the toilets up here. I want to see if we reach 1 million. Black hole. 996. Come on, I want to reach the 1 million. I've reached 4 million before. That was on an info kiosk, but still. I want to reach the 1 million guests per hour. We're at 996,000. Come on, everybody needs to pee. Get your... Yes! 1,088,796 guests per hour on the toilets. They're sure having a good sexy time there together. And now, time for disco. Look at that. It even has a sound. Now also time for... no, not that one. Where is it? There we go. Explode! Explode. 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 That'll kill a lot of guests. This is peak RCT content, I'm telling you. Listen to that wonderful sound. Very colorful with all the balloons. Yeah, their pee is nitroglycerin. This might continue for a while. Ooh, that was a good one. If you close your eyes, you can't tell if it's Roller Coaster Tycoon 2 or a World War II documentary. I mean, we're already down about 10,000 guests. Can we explode some more? Do I have the frames per second to do that? Come on, explode for me. The sound is amazing. Okay, we're almost below 50k. Eventually the lag will die down. At least they still buy park maps. Hell yeah, they do. What gives up first, hardware or engine? No, we'll be fine. It just slows down a bit. But we're already at 48,000. So we're going down. And it'll keep going faster and faster the fewer guests we have. Eventually we'll get to like 40, 30,000 and we'll get reasonable FPS again. I don't think I've ever encountered any RCT game lag this hard before. Once I have crashed the game purely with lag. And on purpose, obviously. But it is possible. There we go. The frames per second are decreasing, and the seconds per frame... No, frames per second increasing, seconds per frame decreasing. Perfect. More explosions. More! Is the invisible helix done testing? I mean, it doesn't go very fast at the moment because we barely have any frames, so probably not since the last time I checked. Ah, I love this sound. Perfect! Absolutely perfect. Also 1.36 million on black hole. That probably won't increase anymore. It's an absolute war movie. This is peak RCT2 content. Love it. Absolutely love it. Please tell me this is going to be a highlight video. No, it won't be. Now it's actually a machine gun. We're almost done. We're probably almost done. Probably. Oh, there we go. Suddenly it's going a lot faster. We only have 14,000 guests left over. Oh, there we go. We're pretty much done. Thank you for the follow. Sazu Zambar. There we go, we're done. In the meantime, this thing has made 33,000 bucks. We'll see a few exploding guests every now and then, because they were still on the ride, and you can't explode when you're on a ride. Look at these gaps though. It's getting quite insane. Thank you for the 250 bits, Diode Gaming. And the follow Anonymous 0726 and Joanna Koekepan. Nice name. The freaking balloon clouds. Oh yeah, you know what? Actually will make a nice... if we do this. Right, now that actually only gives 300 balloons. It would be nice if I had the build, but that's a very old build. That made it so that we could have infinite balloons in the chat. Or in the chat, in the game, in the air. But we can't. Let's give them all balloons back. Yeah, if we do this, we have disco balloons. Which I did earlier, but it didn't look really nice because we had low FPS. Now they also have umbrellas. We make it rain. Or blizzard. Will they get their umbrellas out of the blizzard? Maybe I do need to make it rain. It's -4 degrees. They're still walking around in a t-shirt. No, I think I need to make it rain. To get their umbrellas out. Oh, there we go. Very different colors umbrellas. Slowly they'll all switch to umbrellas. Raise the price up to 20. I just gave them all a free one. So it's not gonna do much. Oh. And now it's sunny again. And now we have thunderstorm. Now it's blizzard. Now it's sunny. Now it's blizzard. Now it's sunny. Imagine going to a theme park with this kind of weather. What just crashed? Oh no, that was a guest that exploded. Nothing special. I think we're losing guests. Slightly. Hang on, what happens if we do sandbox mode and we delete all these bits of path? Haha. Now you're stuck. Now you can't leave. They also can't come to the park, but they also can't leave. You're stuck forever now. Have fun dying. Yeah, some of them are frozen. I can't even pick them up because they're not in the park. And these guys, this is a nice balloon disco though. Will they respect a do not enter sign outside of the park? Let's see. If I make a little box and they respect it, the box should eventually be empty of guests. So let's see if they do. Yeah, they totally do. Which means I should also be able to trap them inside a box. See if that works. Oh, then they, yeah, sometimes they don't obey it anymore. Maybe if I make the box 2 by 2, it works. Then you there, you can go away. And you there, you there. Maybe that works. I think that's working. I'm not entirely sure, but I think it's working. It seems to be. It's getting slightly laggy again, even though we only have 1,800 guests. Well, that's all in the park. These are another like 3,000. Yeah, Luke's way more concentrated in there, so it's definitely working. Nice. Look at that. That's a lot of guests. That is truly a lot of guests. And now. Hang on. I'll just lower all the land. And raise all the land. Haha. Oh. They're not drowning. They're floating in the air above the water. Because they're not in the park. There we go. That's the right scaling factor. Let's see if I... What if I do this? No, I need to go to show map. What if I make the park mine? Okay, if I make this my park, it doesn't really do much. I mean, I've probably screwed everything up now. Hey, I'm just still walking on water. They're all Jesus. That's a lot of G-Psi. Okay, let's unown this land. Yeah, I think they're stuck there forever now. Alright, if we want some more guests, we can fix that eventually. But the guest that didn't even enter the park, that is in the park, is that even a guest? Sort of. Raise the land, that won't do anything either. They're not in the park, they're kind of invincible. These are all from the guests that are stuck there, all these balloons. Are you done with testing, by the way? No, you're not. It's taking a long time. Or do we speed it up? I mean, that certainly makes it faster. Look at all those balloons. Or, I mean, if balloon is singular, then balai is surely plural. A lot of balai. I love that it's a hard line on top of it all. Oh, yeah. Hey, hang on. They've stopped releasing balloons. Or maybe there were just... I think there were too many balloons in the air. They couldn't release anymore. They did release, but the balloons immediately disappeared because there were too many. That's definitely a thing. Okay, you know what? This has been fun. But let's get rid of this. Because I kind of want to have guests in my park again. And have it, you know, this part behave normally. So let's fix this. And I hope you're not annoyed by the fact that these two railings are different. Then I think this will work fine. No, it won't. Because we don't have our guest spawn points anymore. You know what? We can have a lot now that we're in open. We can have 7 different ones. It looked like that if I spawn guests. Which looks nice. Yeah, so I did destroy the guest spawn, but I can just re-add it. That's fine. Thank you for the follow, by the way. Kaas block plank and awful sauce. Sounds like you two go together, because kaas block means cheese block. Cheese and an awful sauce. Why not? We still have ads running, by the way. And what do the ads say about this park? Now, this is a bit laggy at this speed. But this thing will eventually be tested, and if we speed it up, it'll be tested all the quicker. The guests are still dying rapidly, by the way, probably also due to the maze. And the fewer guests we have, the faster this thing will be done testing. Okay, if you have epilepsy, look away for a little bit maybe, because I'm gonna follow the train. See what that looks like. Oh, it's not that bad. It's actually perfectly fine. Okay, maybe now it's getting a bit worse because we're having less lag. Let's freeze the weather again. Still in testing mode. That's fine. Open and test mode. Oh, it's done. Okay, now that's bad. It has 9.10 excitement. 65.54 intensity. 52.02 nausea. It has a top speed of 980. An average speed of only 17. Somehow. A ride time of 104 minutes. It's actually not that bad. It's very exciting. Guests will want to pay a lot for this. Oh, hang on. I'm going to swap this around. I need to be at scenario options. Now, unfortunately, like it says 2140. Actually, it's 4 times as much, but because these guests have already paid for the entrance, even if I now delete all the guests and make new guests that have not paid for the entrance, the plugin still thinks that the guests have paid for the entrance, still dividing all the prices by 4, which is a bit annoying. So they could pay more than 4 times as much. Also, I don't think guests have any money, so let's give them 1,000. Now they're rich. Yeah, it says arriving at station for a long time, which I will mention Thursday. It's because I believe it's just going too fast and not properly registering a lap or something like that. It's the same this kind of glitch when you are actually done and you have the thing we have here where you're going very slowly, whatever you're doing at the very end once. What's this abomination? Well, they're trains with very large gaps between the rides, between the cars. I think we're almost out of space. Like, if we fast forward this a little bit, then eventually there will be no more space for the trains. They'll be stuck. Right? We're almost there, I think. Like, there's not a lot of space left. What we have left currently is this. Between this train and the end of this. That's all we have left. Once the gaps have increased so that that's no longer there, then I think the whole ride's gonna be stuck. If I'm not mistaken. Although, the gap seems to... This gap seems to not decrease at the moment, weirdly enough. I don't know. Trains don't go fast enough for the gaps to increase. Oh, you're right. You're absolutely right. They're not going fast enough for that. Yep. Well, then this is the end game for this. It's fine. Look at this. It's like it's pulsating. It's a different weight now because there's gas in it, so it's behaving slightly differently. It's pulsating. Isn't that lovely? Hang on, what if we do this? You can't see what I'm doing, but I'm doing this. Look at this. It's pulsating. Isn't that wonderful? I slowed down the game to only 10% of the original speed. That looks amazing. Oh, I love this. Everything is going so slow. This is what I imagined a Belgian theme park would look like. Just like how amazing their roads are. We could go even slower. Doesn't that look great? This is 100 times slower. 1% of the speed. It's like my video where I rendered really long trains and really slowed down speeds. Remember that? A few years ago on my second channel? I love this. This looks amazing. Like, you can see every time the train is rendered, this plus 1.50 moves over 1 bit. Although the guests are also moving in between. Which means that the guests are moving more often than those bits. Lol, it's going down. This is amazing. I mean, what if we do this? Now we're at properly slow speeds. This is 1/10,000th, so 0.01% of the original speed. I don't really think I can move around. Like, I'm currently pressing the left arrow and eventually we'll probably move around a little bit. But maybe not. It's amazing. And this thing is still moving. Even at 1/10,000th of the speed. That's how amazing it is. And whee! 20 times. And back to 1 time. Back to normal. Hang on. Oh god, this has happened again. I can't interact with it. Recently this is happening. Recently, whenever I use the speed up function from Cheat Engine, or presumably slow down as well. No, slow down was fine actually when I did it 2 days ago. I can't interact with the game anymore. So, it has made an autosave recently, so everything's fine. But yeah, bye-bye. Do you want to save for quitting? Oh, yes, please. Hang on, can I interact again? Oh, we saved it. I didn't need to actually... Oh, never mind. I can't... Oh, now I... Oh, now I can only click on pause. Wherever I click, I'm pausing the game. Isn't that wonderful? That's so weird. Okay, so let's just actually... Oh, I can't even save. Alright, task manager, do your thing. Thank you very much. I'll just close cheat engine. We'll let latest autosave. That's perfect. Save it properly now. Alt plus F4 for infinite guests. I mean, if I want infinite guests, I literally have a cheat for that. We don't need Alt plus F4 for that. Also, I know the troll you're doing, but it's a bad troll because we already have a cheat for that. Oh my god. This went totally a different direction than I expected. With all the guests. And trying to get a toilet to... Like, this toilet has almost 200,000 guests. Go in it. And the merry-go-round that's constantly broken. Although that's a fairly standard thing. But I absolutely love this. This is amazing. I mean, it was when you were trying to close the game. Oh, yeah. Thank you for the follow. Tarragon and Smiting Expire. And thank you for the sub. Walgor Wildrunner. Are your cheats still on? Yeah, they should be. Yeah, they are remembered now. They are per park instead of globally in the game. Since we have the new save file. Which is, in a lot of cases like these, useful. When I'm recording and I'm going through a lot of different parks and I want, for example, to always have no breakdowns, always have the weather locked in place, then it's a bit annoying that I have to do it every time. But overall, it's, for me, it's not that much of a difference. And most people don't record like I do, where they go to lots of different parks in a day. So for most people, this is more useful. Oh yeah, the park rating. I don't know. Maybe that one is maybe not saved with it. I think the park rating might not be saved with it. Because this is the second time. Huh. Interesting. Lol, that graph. We made so much money. If I just give myself a little money, will that graph just go up like vertically? Hang on. I'll be at the max of this in a minute. 214 million. There we go. We're at the max. Will this just go up crazily in a minute? Well, we'll see. Park value. We had a very high park value. This was from the guests. Believe it or not. So every guest in your park gives you 7 park value. Usually that's not a lot. If you have 5,000 guests, that's 35,000. If you have a massive park, your other, yeah, like the park, the rides themselves will probably give you at least 500,000. So probably even more. So the 5,000 guests is a small percentage only. But the 60,000 guests gave 420,000 park value of the 788,000. That's more than half. Also, yes, we're just going up vertically here. Nice. I think I just crashed my game, forcing everyone into the bathroom. That's... That's a brand new sentence. Oh, we have extra ads now that I switched to paid rides only. Is this now on 80? No, it's not. On 2140 still. Unfortunately. There still have been barely any guests here, because they don't really have any reason to go here. So, let's give them a reason. What if we do a power flower ride? And with, can we do different? No, we can only choose out of these. What we can do, of course, is try to have fun with Berserk mode. Let's see what that does. Boy, am I happy to catch you here. Well, welcome to the stream. Okay, I want some guests here. They'll get here. Eventually. We're speeding up a lot, so. There we go. Okay, what does Berserk mode do? Almost loaded up. Oh, they're just leaving. This is not interesting. Okay, let's pause so that the queue stays there. What if we do upward launch? Will probably crash it. What if we do circus mode? Oh. Oh, there they are again. What will circus mode do? They're still loading in only one by one. I think it will do nothing interesting. I think they'll just leave in a while and do, like, nothing. I think that's going to be it for a lot of these modes. Maybe not if we do, like, launched modes. Or how about race mode? Maybe that'll be more interesting. I love the guests trying to walk diagonally. Just... yeah, no, they're not doing much. Okay, so what if we do race mode? That might be interesting. There we go. Number of left. 60? That's that... No, about 5. Oh, track is not a complete circuit. This is cursed. Okay, that's not gonna work then. Okay, we'll do launched mode then. Powered launch without passing station at 53 kilometers an hour. Sure. What? Did you see that? They all went to... They're all stopping. Hey, Bacon Elemental, I know your name. What's up? Yeah, you've probably posted me quite a lot in the subreddit. Oh, you were talking earlier, but I didn't look at your name. But yeah, I know your name. Good to see you again. Oh, they're doing stuff. Why is that one moving? Why are they doing sexy time with each other? Okay, so if I fast forward, nothing much is happening. But I think this is cursed enough. I like this. What if we close it? Okay, it's not doing anything. But this, look at this. They're immediately going towards one. And then, after a while, they're doing that. For some reason. Stuff happened and somehow I'm playing RCT again. Well, welcome back. We made quite the park. We don't have that many rides, but the rides we do have are quite interesting. To say the least. You know? Guests walking on the grass, which is totally illegal, but, you know, they do it anyway, because they don't like rules. Guests dying in rides. It's all very usual. Okay, this lift so far has killed more than 3,000 people. The maze, though, has killed 9,000. The maze is a better hitman than the lift. I don't think that flying sauce is dysfunctional at all. No, it's not, but it is cool. So proud of the lift, but the maze is doing better. The lift is weak. Very weak. This one will always give interesting results. First, we do need a queue line. There we go. And then we'll make it do station to station mode. Oh, yeah, we need 2 stations for that, I believe. Which is not really gonna work. Okay, how about... Shuttle mode, we also need 2 stations for that. Maze mode. Whatever the hell that is. But guests are going on it. Okay, you're all nauseous. No, you're not. There we go. You're also not hungry, not thirsty, not toilety. You are full of energy and full of happiness. I don't think they're really going on it. Maybe it's... Oh, it's stopping. It's vibrating. I can't follow ship 1, but you can see on the screen it's vibrating. Thank you for the follow, Negro 50394 and Dadu 055. They made it amazing. Okay, is it going to do anything? No, it's just going to be stopping. Since when does a maze stop? Okay, let's see if we do powered launch. Okay, that's the same thing. That's not particularly interesting. Maybe Berserk mode is quite interesting here. Pirate style. Why not? Fits it. Operating. There we go. Now that's interesting. Although we've seen it before. Although not that particular sprite set. I haven't seen the rotated swinging inverter ship do that yet. That's nice. And the guests are also being teleported around. Although there are no guests on this yet. Which makes that interesting. Let's give it some wacky colors. There we go. Oh, that were multiple. Oh, hang on. Ha ha ha. I'll give it 50 ships. What does that look like? Oh, the same. That's a bit disappointing. But once a lot of guests are on it, maybe they won't look the same. Because I saw multiple once there were a few guests on it. Let's see what happens. This should be interesting. We call this one the Schrodinger's ride. Unless you ride it, you'll never know what it is. In fact, once you ride it, it changes. Yeah, we have a lot of pirate ships now. Inverted pirate ships. Oh, now everything... No. Bah. This is cursed. And they're still boarding, because they're boarding all the other ships. Now we're getting a lot of different things at the same time, I believe. Oh, guess stop boarding. Well, they're going again now, but... Are they just immediately leaving and not going on it? Oh, it doesn't work out as I hoped it did. I was hoping that we would see like a lot of different things on top of each other. Well, maybe I can... Maybe we can actually do that. Okay, I'll keep that one there. And I'll do something different here. This'll look cool. Because what I'm basically... Now I need to do it like there. And what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna do... I'm gonna zero clearance this. And then I'm gonna zero clearance it again. There we go. And I'm gonna give them all fancy colors. All different colors. So that we'll have a explosion of color. And it'll be fun. It'll look nice. Won't it? Let's see. We don't have that yet. We don't have dark blue yet. Light pink. And a nice dark... maybe instead of that we'll do purple. But not on the pink. We'll change... Let's see. Maybe a nice green here. Yeah, that's nice and cursed. And we'll make this a green, and then we'll make this a pink. Okay. Then now I just need a few Q lines. We'll make you. And you. And you. Then we'll go around the back. Then we'll open them. Oh, wait. I forgot to put them to the right mode. We don't need it paused. They all need to obviously be in Berserk mode. Let's see if they do the same as the other one. Probably they will. Open. 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 More guests. Alright. Let's see what this looks like. Ah yes, that's perfect. Why do we only see one? Oh no, they are working together nicely. Oh my god. That's amazing. I love that. You see guests every now and then, but there are no guests on it yet. This is the thing at the adjacent stations bonus. No, there's no synchronization with adjacent stations option. Unfortunately. We call this one the superposition. It's amazing. Look at it. Just look at it. It's the best ride ever. It's absolutely amazing. Okay, and now, obviously, one needs to do candy style. Another needs to do horror style. And another needs to do ragtime. Actually, we don't need candy. Candy is too overpowering. How about water style? Just 3 different noises sounding through each other. Just open the stream and see this. I think I already saw too much. See ya. I scared him away. Unfortunately. This is definitely the best ride I've ever built. Look at it. Look at it. I could make a short out of this. But a lot of people didn't really appreciate the last short. Should I make a short out of this? Or should I make a normal video out of it? Like a short normal video. Maybe people will appreciate the short normal video more. Make a normal video. Okay, I will. Really enjoy the ominous music. Yeah, it's great. This looks amazing. I will not make a short video out of this. Like, I will record a new voiceover and stuff. But I will make it out of this ride. And the funny thing is, people will just continue drowning. Okay, this is great. This is absolutely great. Alright, let's clear the grass. This might be our best park yet. Well, it doesn't have a lot of rides. I've definitely built bigger cursed parks. But this is enough for now. We obviously only had, like, the first hour we did something else. Thank you very much for doing this with me. This was great, the second part. The first part as well, of course, the extreme height was fun. But this was a lot of fun too. I loved it. So thank you for all your suggestions, interactions, and, you know, etc. Let's now see if we can find someone to raid. Well, Andrelzik is streaming. Surprise, surprise. Well, we found who we're gonna raid. So, thank you very much. And I might see you on Wednesday if I'm home in time. Maybe I'll start streaming a bit later, home like 8:30 or whatever. I'm not sure. If I'm home too late, I'll stream the day after on Thursday. But I'll let you know probably on the Discord. Although if I'm away, I don't have Discord. I don't have Discord on my phone, but I'll figure it out. I'll see you at least in the next live stream. And thank you for being here. Have a good night.